Hi everyone, welcome back. Patricia here. Earlier this year, I showed you 3 areas to declutter and one was my desk. Over on Instagram, so many of you said you wanted to see more about that home management binder. So that's what today is going to be all about. I'm going to tell you what it is and what I keep in it. And hopefully this will give you a tip on how to run your home efficiently with a little effort, but a big payoff. So this binder is where I keep a lot of documents, papers, directories, things that actually allow me to have a clutter-free counter, a clutter-free kitchen. So a lot of the stuff that comes home from school events, extracurriculars, schedules, routines, it kind of just all goes in here. So 3 things that you're really going to need to get your binder together are a binder, dividers, and a hole punch, whether it's a 3-hole punch or single. Those things really save the day. If you don't have dividers, I'm going to show you how I make some using just page protectors, and the rest of that is pretty self-explanatory. So now I'm going to show you an up-close look at the categories in my binder and what is inside of each section. So here's a look at the home management binder. I made my own cover. I used PicMonkey. It's a service I use anytime I'm making graphics or dream boards, vision boards, planning out a project. I always use PicMonkey. I can link it for you. I know there's a free service as well as a paid for service. You can use whatever suits your fancy, but that is a service, website, app that I feel like is very user-friendly. So I just found a font that I liked, a little very simple graphic, and instead of just plain white paper, I got a little bit of a textured look. In the past, I used stripes and florals, and I liked that, but I felt like I wanted something a little calmer, a little more subdued this year. When you open it up, sometimes I'll keep little flyers here. So this is a little dance class I'm going to look into for my youngest. I tried to just put whatever I need here so I'm not having a cluttered desk or a cluttered kitchen countertop. And then when I come and sit down, usually at least a couple times a week, I can go through it and see if I can throw these away, make the phone call, or put them in the right spot. The first divider you see here is schedule, and I don't have a tab for it because it's just like the very first thing you see when you open the book. And in the schedule section, I have free printouts of the months of the year. I just have through May because this is mostly, at least for now, something for the school year, something for classes, days off, assemblies, events. I have Girl Scouts on here as well. So my daughters each go to 2 different schools and then 1 extracurricular. And this is where I keep that information. The second tab is the name of my daughter's pre-kindergarten. And I just use the same font, same everything. I just changed the word from home management to schedule to the name of the school. In this section, I have her report card in the page protector as well as some information on sight words, penmanship. I even have a class directory. In the next tab, it's named my kindergartner's school, and so I have that here as well. This has more information, so I have the academic calendar, I have information on the principals, the teacher, I have information on the delayed start days, the curriculum, a class directory, and I have the quarterly standards that they're trying to meet, as well as report cards. I just kind of file, it's just a single sheet of paper, so I kind of just file that back there. I have a receipt for a yearbook that I already purchased, and so anything pertaining to the school that I either need to reference again or that was hard to find online, I just kind of keep it in here. The next category is cleaning, and I'd love to share more about cleaning with you as the year continues. So I have my label, I have my cleaning, and in here I keep a document that I created myself, but it was highly modeled after one that I downloaded for free from Clean Mama. I just tweaked the colors and the words to match what I needed. So I have my daily cleaning, my weekly cleaning, seasonal, so I do that 4 times a year, and I did just share what I do in winter. And then my biannual spring cleaning I do twice a year, and I'll be sharing that with you soon because I do that in January and July. And of course, I'll share more with you as the year goes on. I also have my zone cleaning document that I made in all these little boxes. I have all my zones. I even have my morning and evening routine, my Sunday routine, and end of month routine. Which one of these routines would you guys like to see next? Because I would love to share, all the zones and routines with you, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So what sounds most interesting to you? I'll see if I can make it match what you guys want to see. The next 3 documents are all free printouts from Clean Mama's website, homemade cleaning recipes, things that you can make with borax, with lemons, and Castile soap. I love this for quick reference because, like I said, when I open up my computer, I can be highly distracted, so it's nice to just have a quick reference sheet right here. The next one is labeled money. Again, same sheet. In the money section, I'm keeping track of my car loan. As you can see, I'm just about paid off. I think we have 2 more payments and then that car is officially ours. I also have a document on what we paid in electricity and gas, kind of the fluctuating bills, every month of the year for the past 2 years. I like to keep that online. I keep it in a Google spreadsheet, but I also just have it there like a hard copy, again, for quick reference if I need it. I don't feel like logging in, or I don't feel like grabbing my phone, because sometimes I am doing a digital detox and it's just nice to have this with me. One thing I do want to add is information on my different accounts, like what amount I put into savings and what amount I put into retirement, what amount of money I put into the taxes and insurance account. I love having my taxes and insurance account. It keeps me always having the money I need when those semi-annual or annual payments come up, like AAA or property tax, car insurance. I divide that by 6 to 12 months, however often I get charged, and I transfer that money into that account. So I always have it. But this will just give me a place to keep track of it on hard copy. Next, I have home projects, and home projects could use some help too. I just threw in some paint samples that I have, but this is where I want to keep track of the improvements I've added to each room in my home, what we fixed or what we upgraded, just so I have that info when it comes time to sell or to reappraise. Girl Scouts is my newest category, and I have right now flooded with cookie info. It's high cookie season. If you know Girl Scout, I'm sure you have been asked if you'd like to buy some cookies. So I have all the cookie info, and then I just have some things she's been working on, some patch stuff. She's earning patches in a few different areas. Girl Scouts has this thing called journeys, and so I just keep this info here after we get underway with Girl Scouts, and if it's something we're going to stick with and I feel like I can trust the troop leaders, I will not keep everything forever. But as we're new to these things, I just kind of want to inform myself about what the program is. Same thing with the school. I have maps of the school. Having been there now for half the school year, I feel like I know where things are, but it's just nice to have them on hand. I always feel like knowledge is power, so why not? In the back, I just have a few extras. These are lunchbox tags that you can stick in a child's lunchbox. My kids don't take lunch at school yet. They're still too young, but I printed them out. It was like a free printable, and so they're there for when we need them next year. I do have one personal thing back here. This is my habit tracker. I kind of want to create one my own. This one's fine, but sometimes I like to use my own fonts and stuff. And so if you're interested in the habit tracker, let me know. It's the one personal thing that I keep in here. Otherwise, I try to keep it, generic enough so anyone in the family can grab it and find what they need. So I mentioned that I would show you what I ended up coming up with, and here it is. What I did was I took that large tab and I cut it in half, mostly because I was feeling stingy, which I almost always do, and B, the long one just wouldn't fit all the space that I needed. So I cut them in half, and then I just took a black Sharpie and I kind of covered the bright lime green that was initially there. They were pink and green actually. And then I just took some Scotch tape and taped my little label that I made. Same font, same everything as this, the background, the graphic, and the font. I just shrunk it down to 100 point. I estimated, and it was right the first time, cut it down to fit. By the time I cut it down, you can't really see this textured piece, so it mostly just looks white. So you can also just do that. I only labeled one side, but I could very easily label the other. I like that they stick out far enough here, and then that when the binder is closed, even though I can still see them, they're nice neutral, so it doesn't bother me. It's not like I'm seeing those lime green and stuff like I used to have. These are the dividers I used to use. I love these dividers. I recommend them for students. They're durable. I've used them over and over again. It was the same categories and it had a built-in pocket here, but I just felt like a change. I've been using these for so long, so I just kind of made my own with the page protector just to give it a more, streamlined kind of look. Nothing so in your face. I kind of like the neutral look right now. And if I need that pocket, it's a page protector, so I can still slide things into the section. Honestly, I do think these are way more cost effective because you can get them in packs of like 20, 50, 100, and I'm pretty sure Dollar Tree even sells a small pack. I hope you're inspired to make something like this for yourself. You don't need a lot of money. You just need to sit down and think about the categories of your life that you want to keep track of and revise. Don't feel like if you did it once, it didn't work, you're not going to do it anymore. I think this can help a lot of people. So just revise it if it's not working. Throw out the old category, insert a new category, make it work for you and your lifestyle. If you don't have kids, maybe you have pets and that's the category you want. Maybe you have several kids and each child can have their own divided section. Maybe you want to put down soccer or, whatever little league you're part of. Think about your life and what will work for you and do that. So if you have a home management goal in mind this year, subscribe, because this is a channel where I give you tips and tricks and advice on how to run your home smoothly with little effort but a big payoff. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope I see you guys next time. Bye.